Yes. So, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is gonna be the second video. Just back from a walk, so had a shower, but still sweaty as hell. It's really hot in my country right now. Yeah. So let's basically go over a bit. My second week trading on Top Step. Uh, I've started with this combine account, and I made about $1,000 in profit. With the first week, I've traded that, and the last week of May, as you can see right here, that was the first week, and in the second week, which I'm gonna be going over in terms of the daily trades I was taking and so on. This was pretty much how the performance looked like. So 4 green days and 1 red day. So I will go over a bit what happened exactly on these days. I traded quite well on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but I was absolutely not satisfied with the way I traded on Monday and Friday. So, starting a bit, and I'll explain more on what I've just said as I go through the day. Starting a bit with Monday, basically, I started here. I let the market open. It didn't take this long before the market open. I always hesitate. Even if I think of taking trades with smaller size before the market opens, I still generally don't feel comfortable because I fear the volatility at market open. So I skipped that trade, which would have worked out nicely. But we came up here, we put in bearish SMT that failed to deliver us lower. And then we delivered back up here, and yes, this is not a trend flip entry, but I'm testing out a new strategy too at the moment as well, where we get bullish displacement like this, followed by a pullback, and then a continuation long with the trend still blue and intact, to enter long like this. So this for this kind of setup, where I enter late on the flip, I just target 30 points and that's it. I take full TP in that case, and that's what I've done here. Then I took this short here, where I took a loss. I also tried to take a long here that did not hit 30 points, and I took a small loss. And then I took this short right here. It was a very good short to take, and it went delivered low by quite a decent margin here. So then let me have a look. Let's go over to the PM session, because I believe I had traded the PM session on Monday. Yeah. Yeah, so this is where the damage got done pretty much, and why I had a loss on Monday. So I tried to trade the PM session here. Try to take a long here, short again, long. Again, the PM session is much harder. I was failing to hit my TPs. I kept trying to take trades. TPs just couldn't get hit. I was basically trading into chop. The market wasn't moving very well at all. I actually had a feeling that I shouldn't trade the PM session on this day, but I fell into my weaknesses. I decided to trade anyway. I was getting frustrated at losing. I fell into revenge trading, and I had a small loss, and because of the revenge trading, I ended up with this balance on Monday. Thankfully, I then stopped. But yeah, I mean, on most days I don't have this problem, but sometimes, yes, I do have the occasional day where I give in to my emotions, and this is something I actively need to work on and try to fix. Because you can have like many green days like I have here, but you just have one day of weakness and you could even wipe an entire account. So this is something I really need to work on personally. So yeah, so Monday it's the PM session that ruined me. If we jump forward a bit to Tuesday, we had a bearish orange trend initially as the market opened. The trend then flipped blue after we souped a number of sell side liquidity, and I entered long here, and this went as far as hitting close to 100 points. I opted to exit the full position here as we took this sell side liquidity. You can buy side liquidity. You can see it marked with the red line here. So I didn't hold until the trend flip. And Tuesday, let me have a look here. So it says I took 3 trades. Um, not sure if I took in the PM, but sometimes I don't like mark all of the trades, but like that was definitely the main one, the main trade for the day, behind that profit. So yeah, probably took like some other small trade somewhere, that broke even or something like that, which I didn't like draw up on the chart. Yeah, so that's Tuesday. That was the main trade. Jumping to Wednesday, I initially we had bearish displacement at first. Then I didn't trust this bullish flip initially, but then I decided to enter long here, and I got stopped out. So I lost the first trade on Wednesday. But then I took the trade in the opposite direction. I went short right here, and I got a trade of 134 points. I actually could have held it longer, but again, I took the first TP as usual at 30 points, second TP at 60, and then I exited the remaining one-third of the position at 134 points, simply because we had reached this buy-side liquidity level, which is marked by the red line here. So yeah, that was the main trade it should be for Wednesday. Let me just check the PM, because I don't remember by heart each day if I traded the PM or not. Yeah, I didn't. Not even sure why it says 7 trades. I think it's saying 7 trades here because I enter like the first trade and then I have the 3 take profits. I think this is why it's saying 7 trades. So if I enter like a long position, that's 1 trade, and if I have a take profit for 3 times, that counts it as 3 more trades. So it's like four trades in one. So probably that's why that's marked like that. Thursday, it was a profitable day as well. So if we look at Thursday, the trade I took here was this long, 2 minutes after market open, as the trend flipped from orange to blue. We also delivered lower initially as the market opened, and we souped some liquidity down here, some sell side liquidity down here before price reversed and then started to print higher. This one hit as far as 60 points in TP, and I got out the remainder of the position at the orange trend flip. And that was the main trade for Thursday. And finally, for Friday, I initially tried to take a long here. I didn't trade well at all on Friday. I made a small profit, but I pretty much thank God that I ended this day as green pretty much and not red, because I didn't trade well at all. So the market initially printed higher at the open, which was in fact manipulation. I got baited in it and I tried to long here. I actually this is on the 1 minute. Should be on the 30-second, but with that first trade I was talking about, what actually happened there was I actually broke one of my rules. I entered long when the trend was still orange, so I broke my own rule, and quite frankly, I fully deserved to lose that trade. I got out like shortly after, I think. I didn't hold to like 50 points stop, but I pretty much deserved to lose that trade. I broke my own rule. The market then continued to go lower. I opted to enter short here off of a brief pullback we had, and this worked nicely. I took it as far as 70 points TP. Actually, you could say I made another mistake here. I took the whole TP here at 70 points because we hit the sell side liquidity. But usually I take the last 1/3 of the TP when the trend flips from orange to blue. Had I done that, I would have made a much bigger profit on the last 1/3 my remaining open position. Yeah, so the market was really bearish on this day. Myself, the idiot, I tried to take a long here. I thought the market was gonna reverse higher. So I had stop loss again. And then I was getting frustrated at how I was trading. I took a number of trades here, taking a number of small losses. The only good thing I did here, because it was down to trade this job, and it was a bit late. It was after 30 minutes this market opened. The only thing I did well here was I traded with 1 micro, 1 MNQ. So I kind of knew I was messing up. I was falling into revenge trading, but at least I was doing it with small size. That still doesn't make it good, by the way. But either way, then I ended up taking this long right here, and again with 1 micro, I logged in a profit of 110 points. The reason for that was because I knew that was the amount of points I needed to get to pretty much like a balance on the combine of $52,000. So I tried to take that trade. I prayed to the Lord to give me 110 points in TP. I got that. Again, thanks to the Lord, I managed to close the day green, even though I traded horribly on Friday. For this week, I had around 1K profit, so I got the combined balance from 51 to 52K. All in all, it was, I made 1K in the first week, 2K, another 1K in the second week. All in all, I can't complain. It was a good week. I've had a number of drawbacks, had a number of setbacks. I've traded horribly, especially on Monday and Friday. So yeah, I do journal, of course. I do need to do some self-reflection, and I do need to correct course so that next week, God willing, it will be a better week in terms of performance. And if the Lord wills it, of course, as always, I can hit the 53K balance on my combine, which means I actually pass the combine and I go onto the Express account for Top Step. Okay, so that was the second week for the second video on the channel. Thank you for following, guys, and we'll see how next week goes. Peace.